Mata Hari was born Margaretha Geertruida Zell in Leeuwarden in the Netherlands in 1876. Her father spoiled her with fine clothes and a sense of importance. But her world collapsed when his business failed and her parents separated. Hungry for escape, Margaretha grew fascinated with the exotic and the foreign. She married a Dutch colonial officer and moved to Java in the Dutch East Indies, where she discovered local dances, costumes, and sensual performances. She was called a goddess, a courtesan, a dancer, and a spy. To some, she was an Indian temple priestess. To others, the daughter of exotic nobility. In truth, she was Margaretha Zell from the Netherlands. But no one knew that in Paris in 1905. And Mata Hari made sure of it. Her real weapon wasn't just her body. It was the mystery of who she might be. Born in Leeuwarden, Netherlands in 1876, Margaretha grew up in a comfortable middle-class home until her family collapsed financially. She longed to escape the ordinary. Marriage to a Dutch colonial officer took her to Java, where she immersed herself in local dances and culture. There she discovered how performance could mesmerize an audience. When she returned to Europe, she decided she would never again be ordinary. She created a new self, Mata Hari, the eye of the day. In Paris, Mata Hari didn't just perform, she performed herself. Some said she was the daughter of a Hindu temple dancer. Others whispered she was half Asian, or raised by priests who taught her sacred secrets. She never corrected these rumors. In fact, she encouraged them. Her accent, slightly foreign and lilting, became part of the act. Audiences couldn't place her, and that uncertainty made her irresistible. Was she Javanese, Indian, Middle Eastern? She let men project their fantasies onto her, and in doing so, she became a blank canvas of desire. Mata Hari's beauty was not classic in the European sense, but she knew how to use what she had. Her tall, statuesque body, which she revealed slowly through veils and silks. Her large, dark eyes, which she fixed on her audience until they felt spellbound. Her feline way of walking, hips swaying in slow rhythm, as though she carried music inside her. Her voice, soft, accented, mysterious. Above all, Mata Hari seduced by suggestion. She hinted, teased, and played with imagination more than flesh. Her dances felt like religious rituals, sacred, forbidden, unforgettable. Through her allure, Mata Hari attracted generals, diplomats, and aristocrats. She was showered with money and gifts, kept in the finest hotels, draped in jewels. French officers, German officials, Russian aristocrats, all fell under her spell. She never belonged to one man for long, always moving like a shadow from lover to lover, keeping herself unattainable. But when war came, the very mystery that had made her famous became dangerous. With lovers in both France and Germany, her movements raised suspicion. Was Mata Hari really a courtesan, or was she a double agent, seducing men for secrets? In truth, she may have passed along information casually, but much of the spy story was exaggerated. Her beauty and reputation made her the perfect scapegoat. In 1917, France put her on trial as a German spy. She was convicted with little real evidence. On the morning of October 15, 1917, she faced a firing squad. She refused a blindfold. Witnesses say she blew a kiss to the soldiers before they pulled the trigger. Even at the end, Mata Hari was the siren. Fearless, mysterious, unforgettable. Mata Hari mastered the art of using rumor, mystery, and suggestion as tools of seduction. She understood that what men imagine is more powerful than what they see. And that is why, more than a century later, the name Mata Hari still means danger, allure, and fatal beauty.